Y'all see that? Yeah, y'all see that? Okay. There we go. Y'all see that? Yeah. Yeah. This is her book. This is Penny Morgan's book. As I said, she's an author, and I was looking at the book last night. I was like, oh. So I'm going to tell you this. Penny's book not only sheds light on her personal journey of survival against domestic abuse, but also serves as a beacon of hope for many. So today, we're going to explore Penny's experiences, the impact of her story, and the broader conversation about domestic abuse and recovery. So, Penny.
Yes, how are you?
Thank you for joining us.
Everything.
Yes. So I'm gonna turn the I'm gonna turn it front way so y'all can see. Oh. Okay, so let me try so I can turn it around for y'all so y'all can see her. Wait, hold on, let me turn this. Oh, wait a minute, so y'all can see her. If y'all can be able to see her. Hold on, let me try to
Don't show the special guest.
Not yet?
No, not yet. Don't show the special guest yet.
Okay, so don't show that yet. In a minute, so.
In a minute.
I'm going to show y'all, so. All right, so anyways, before I put on the special guest. So, Penny.
Yes.
Your book.
Yes.
1974.
A survivor story.
Yeah, it's a profound narrative that has touched many. Can you share what inspired you to open up about your journey in such a public way?
Yes. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for being with me on a Sunday, on St. Patrick's Day. What inspired me to write my book is that I had suffered in silence coming from Jamaica into America and being told as a child to go and sit on the corner and don't bother with. I took that as my future, but I didn't realize that wasn't what I was meant to be. I always wanted to be a nurse, but I wound up being a school teacher and an author and a plus-size model. Nice. Realizing finding myself through writing speaks volumes so loudly.
Nice. I like that. So, writing about your personal trauma can be incredibly challenging. So how did you navigate revisiting those memories during the writing process?
So, that's through my years of abuse, but I didn't know it was abuse until I got into therapy. Tragic happened to me and my doctor recommended therapy. At that time, I thought it was just for quote-unquote mentally ill or crazy people. But at that time, I realized I needed the help. And I realized I was going through trauma. And nobody would understand what trauma is until it happens to you. And you need somebody to talk to. So that inspired me to write my book.
Nice, that's amazing. I like that. The response to your book has been overwhelming. How has this impacted you personally, and how can readers share your stories with you?
So readers can share their story with me. I'm going to give you my email, which I really don't usually do. It's ingridmorgan123@yahoo.com. And with The Real Fresh Cream, we're going to start a documentary and a series. We haven't come up with the name, the title, anything, but we're looking towards starting a collaboration with many people dealing with trauma, domestic violence, mental illness, of that nature. So you can reach out to me at ingridmorgan123@yahoo.com.
Y'all heard that. Go hit her up. Holla at her. So, society's understanding of domestic abuse has evolved since the 1970s. From your perspective, how has the conversation changed? And where do we still need to make progress?
So the conversation has changed drastically with me advocating and having over 1,000 courses in domestic violence, mental illness over my 25 years of advocating. I'm a grandmother of 4. I'm a wife. I'm a plus-size model. I'm an author. I can cook. I can clean. I can do anything anybody else can do, and I don't stop. I literally get maybe 15 hours of sleep because I'm writing, I'm advocating my survivors, and that's just me. And I'm not going to stop because of a tragic incident that happened to me that later on we're going to share. But my advice to everybody is share your story. Me and the Refresh King, we want to hear your story. We want to empower you to talk, to speak out. If something is not going right in your home, speak out. Is somebody out there that maybe can help you? And I'm asking everybody today to please reach out to help other survivors and to help us to raise money to get a lawyer. And go and get your pen. I don't know if she can pin it. I'm not good with technology. To reach to Cash App, Zelle, whatever you can do. A prayer, a letter, a poem, whatever you can do. You can volunteer. Whatever you can do, reach out to us. And it's money sign SURVIVOR 7D, or you can do money sign DOC 481, or you can do money sign The Real D Fresh King. And the reason why I'm putting out 3 is because we have survivors that's also men. Yes, men. I said it. MEN. So at the end of the day, men go through a lot of trauma. Men go through, I would think, just as equally, if not more. They need somebody to talk to. We women, we scream, we yell, we throw things, but men hold it, and that's a part of being a man. But at the same time, you have to understand that in life, there is also a bigger picture. See, so I do have men that would love to have a brothers group. And what I mean by that is not just you go to work and, hey bro, how you doing? And all right, bye. And that's it. I mean, somebody that could call on and respectfully talk to one another and be there for one another. So in this world, we need what we call compassion. We need empathy. We need love. We need that sort of humane security blanket to have just that one-on-one talk and not feel that, okay, tomorrow morning your news and everything you said to the person will be blasted all over social media. Basically what I'm trying to say is somebody that you can trust other than a pastor.
Yes.
Sorry, she asked a very...
Yes.
The question she's asking me is not just a 1, 2, 3 question, because I get very passionate when I talk about domestic violence and mental illness. Very passionate.
Yes, she is. So, for anyone seeing parallels between their experience and yours, what advice would you offer?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like, for anyone seeing parallels between their experience and yours, what advice would you offer?
Can you define parallels for me?
Like parallels, like like parallels mean like what do you like what kind of experience? It's talking in parallels mean like inside, like insights. Insights.
Yeah. So my experience with domestic violence is a little bit different than anybody else's. I have gone through extreme, severe domestic violence, and that means that I've been raped. I just completed Nancy Coleman Center, I think, January. That was the longest session in history, according to them, ever, because I'm an advocate. So they asked me, Ms. Morgan, do you want to continue it? And that was from years ago, dealing with that and finally speaking out about it. More than once. I've been lied to, I've been conned, I've been tricked, I've been told things that was not what it was supposed to be, and then got me to a certain point where I felt ashamed even if I said something, because then it was my fault. Because then it would be, but why were you there? And it wouldn't be, oh my God, I feel so sorry for you. So even now, moving up to what happened to me September 4th, 2023, it's basically, did I want to say something? Yes. Right now, yes. I would advise everybody, if something happened to you in the past, it's never too late. I don't care if you were 2 years old and now you're 50. Speak out about it. Because you will empower somebody else that was scared and afraid to talk. When you speak about something, it's something that's lifted off of you. I can't explain it, but if you need to reach out to me, please do. Reach out to me, DM me, and we'll talk about it. And therapy, I would advise heavily to seek therapy, because you need somebody who's going to be neutral and not take sides. Your family members are okay, but then question mark. You understand? Because sometimes your family members is the one that's actually doing the damage to you. So that's my advice. She's asking long questions. They looking at me like I'm being interviewed. I haven't been on live in a minute. I see you. DM me.
So, your story is a testament to the power of survival. During your darkest moments, what kept you going?
Well, I would like to say shouts out to my husband. He's a pain in my derriere, but I love him. And sometimes he might feel like I don't, because he's hard-headed and he's a Bayesian. So if anybody out there can contest to a Bayesian, DM me. Like, they are different than Ayad, man. Yes, I said. But, you know, we have our good and bad times, and I see my future with him. We've been 10 years. No, I forgot. But we've been a long time, coming from Brooklyn, Albany Manor days, and going through births, going through deaths, going through, he has 4 grandchildren. I don't know, he act like he ain't got no responsibility. He has 2 stepdaughters, 4 grandchildren. He got a lot on his plate. And then he got me to deal with. So he don't have no time to play games with any other female. But God bless them out there that he does. Whatever, no shade. You see how that lit up just now? Sidebar. But anyway, no, seriously, family. So that's what I got through. Family, whether good or bad, I love them. They're dysfunctional. I don't know what. But then I have my friends that's just as dysfunctional as my family member, so I'm just born into it and gonna lay it to rest through it. So that's the answer to yours, is just family. Family, that's it. It's a key for me.
That's right.
Good or bad. And God. Well, that's a given. I mean, but you're absolutely right. I wouldn't be here without him.
Oh, so sweet. Yeah, that's sweet. So, there are many misconceptions about domestic abuse. Right. Is there a particular myth you hope your book will dispel? So, my book, those who have read it, and I hope I see those that's on live, and shout out to you. And, you know, I follow, but I haven't followed in a long time, and I get to know people over a period of time. And I never forget when I was at my lowest, and I always respect those people. And, you know, if they shout out, if they DM me and they say, hey, I need you to do this for me, I need you to do this for my son, or whatever the case may be, I make it my point to do it. Like, there's somebody on my life right now, shout out to you, how's your son and his football? I don't forget. It's just I've been real busy. But reach out to me, let's communicate, let's collaborate. But, you know, my book is taking you from when I first came to America, and taking you straight through all my trials and tribulation, but also taking you through healing. Healing.
So chapter 7 is healing. What I want people to take away from my book, whatever you're going through, go through it.
Mm-hmm.
You see, that's what you missed it, right? So whatever you're going through, go through it. Mm-hmm. So for me right now, I feel like I could walk on water. Mm-hmm. Because if I reach one person with my book, then I'm satisfied. My book sales have not been good, and that's okay. You know, my book is in Barnes and Nobles. My book is in Amazon. My book is in Sawgrass. Yeah, Sawgrass. Books A Million. My book is just Google me, 1974 Survival Story.
Yeah.
But have I made any money off of my book? No, I have not. But that's okay, because you see, I'm so different. It's not about the money. It's about the message. And I wrote my book in 2020 during the midst of COVID. While everybody out there was panicking and didn't know what to do and, you know, stressing out, I sat home and I was writing. Because, you see, when you're in silence, it speaks so loud sometimes. And you just have to keep praying. And, you know, thankful to my husband who found somebody who can write the book for me. It didn't end with her, but, you know, if she's on this live and she's listening, I still appreciate you. You never reached back out to me, but I have no bad feelings about me. I'm an Aries. If you know about April people, we were but then we don't mean it. We don't mean it. So.
Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. So, storytelling can be a powerful tool for change. How do you view the role of literature in shaping the discourse around domestic abuse?
So storytelling is very important, especially I've been approached to do plays with my book, but I turned it down. I'm not sure if I even told you, but a company, somebody in California, I did a live, I can't remember with who, I think it was Miss Melissa Lane from Lauderhill, and they reached out to me. But the problem with that is they wanted to change almost everything in my book. They wanted to use my face, but they wanted to change the storyline. And how can I say this? Don't say it. Don't say it? Oh, I don't know how to say it. So, me I'm Jamaican, right? So, yeah, me I Yadi, and I deal with Caribbean, and I deal with everybody. But the people who reached out to me were not West Indian. You get the drift?
Yeah.
They weren't of Caribbean descent. So they wanted to change.
Yikes.
Right. So they wanted to change everything. So it's basically it went from my story to their story, but they wanted to use it. So I could tell you they were from Ireland. So, you know, when me at about stew chicken and chicken mac and rice and peas they talking about Brussels sprouts and asparagus and you know, it's night and day. So it wasn't me. So I turned it down. I mean, the money would have been really, really good to help me out that I need, but it's not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stay true. If I even have to step back hungry and get little yam and, you know, little water, make little lemonade with brown sugar. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't need caviar. I don't need champagne. I don't need yachts, and you know, because I could have well done gone that road. But that's the message.
Nice. So, wow, that's great. So, reflecting on your journey, have you discovered insights about resilience and healing that you didn't expect?
Definitely. You are asking some powerful. What I interview?
I thought that is.
You are asking. So that question. Did y'all hear that question? No, you want to hear it again? Okay. Then say that one more time. the people that I'm on live, they want to hear it one more time.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, the question. Oh,
Yeah.
it is reflecting on your journey. Have you discovered insights about resilience and healing that you didn't expect?
So on my journey, and I want to shout out everybody on the live. It's just that it's a time. I don't want to touch anything because I have a whole studio behind me. But shout out to everybody, and I'm going to answer the question. But make sure you go into your Cash App, money sign SURVIVOR 7D, and I forgot to introduce and tell you why. Many reasons why, but my daughter has cancer, so I'm also doing a fundraiser for her to raise money for my daughter who has cancer. Her cancer spread to her arm, so I am going through a lot. But please find it in your heart. Also, many people are depending on me, and I really don't have the funds to fund everything. But the most important is to send some money so I can send it to her. She's in New York, and everybody who knows me knows I have 2 children, 4 grandchildren, and I'm just trying my best to do it all. I'm only one person. I'm in long-term care to do it all. But it's money sign SURVIVOR 7D. I do not know how to pin this thing, so I don't know. I don't know how to do it. But anyway, to answer the question, I have found many obstacles with my story. There are a lot of people that I deal with that find it a conflict of interest. I don't know why. When I bring up the topic of domestic violence and mental health issues, they don't want to talk about it. They stay away from it. Even organizations that I'm affiliated with and I have done fundraisers with, even in my current situation, they don't want to be bothered. That's all they tell me. Morgan, we see you, we hear you, we're with you, we just can't help you. It's, to them, a conflict of interest. Think about that.
Amazing. So, we got a few more questions left. Three more, and that's it. So, discussing topics as heavy as domestic abuse can take its toll. How do you care for your mental health amidst it all?
So, discussing topics day in and day out with survivors is very, very stressful. As you can see, I have bags under my eyes, my throat. I don't know if y'all know, I've been diagnosed with cervical stenosis of the neck. I have a tear in my neck. I'm in long-term care. So what that means is my neck internally is tearing. I have a ice pack as we speak on me because my neck, the more that I talk is the more that it tears. It opens up. If anybody's in nursing or a doctor or experienced cervical stenosis, then you would understand exactly what I go through. It's extremely painful because it shuts my whole body down. I have a wheelchair, I have a cane, I have a walker. Sometimes I have to use Pampers. Sometimes I pee on myself in the TMI. But that's how real I am. That's how real I am. I have a herniated disc. I know y'all can't see it, but I have to wear a back brace to brace myself. And then in collaboration of me being shot many years ago, I mean, I can show you, but on my left leg, it's always swollen. People who see me be like, can I see it? Can I see it? And I have no problems lifting up my dress or my jeans or whatever, taking off my shoes and showing them where the bullet fragments are still in my leg. And I talk about all of that in my book, and also being a cancer survivor. Hematology and oncology. Shouts out to University Hospital with Dr. Kalman on University Drive. I mean, I'm like a walking survivor beyond my time. So talking about domestic violence, talking about mental health is me. I do a lot of prayer. My husband can, when you speak to him, he can contend to that. I get up literally, 5:30? 5:30, 5 o'clock every morning, and I do my prayer. And if I miss that prayer, I am a mess for the whole entire day. It has nothing to do with the light bill, the water bill. It's just that I missed that breaking of the dawn to shine blessings on everybody. So what I do, I don't think about me because I'm in long-term care. The doctors basically can't do anything more for me, and I'm okay with that. I have a nurse from Lovable Agency. I'm with ADRC. I did the acupuncture. I did all of that, all of it. There comes in a time in your future that you have to make amends with yourself and face what we call reality. So, my mental health right now is, I would say an 8. You know, if my husband would take me shopping every day, you know, and buy me a Benz, and you know, I'm joking. But you know, that's part of my that's me. I'm an Aries, you know, and I just keep a positive spirit. I do have my days where I'm flinging stuff and screaming and carrying on and at each other's throat, and it's all out of love. Especially when my husband does not understand what I've been through. And I'm trying to stop him before he makes that mistake. And that's why people love me. My birthday's coming up. I'm trying to find a venue to invite everybody. And when I mean everybody, I mean everybody. Whether I know you, don't know you, I want to embrace you. I want to hear your stories. Bring your kids. I don't care if they're loud, they're getting on your nerve. Just don't. You know, I'm trying to get my sister to come, but then I think she has a show in Jamaica somewhere. I'm trying to plan different things around my birthday, you know. And, you know, also I didn't tell Ms. D, but we're planning on also taking her to Jamaica with us. You know, taking her to Barbados, and you know, bringing the show. You know, I think it would be nice. My husband, he's from Barbados, and he watches this thing every day.
Every Thursday.
Huh?
It's every Thursday.
Every Thursday, and it's beautiful. It's grown, mature people, and it's by the beach, and they set up tents and stuff like that. And it's really, 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 really nice. You know, that's how I do it. And I like to cook. I like to clean. I like my oils. You know, I like my oils. And, you know, I like different talking, writing, and, you know, just vibing. Playing music and just enjoying life. Me and my husband, we could just sit down and just watch a movie and we're happy. Like last night, we just was so tired. We went to bed and we were happy. You know, the small things in life matters after you go through all the, you know, it doesn't matter to me. My husband said, "Come, let's go shopping." I'm like, You know, he said, "Come, let's go food shopping." And I'm running, you know, I mean, it doesn't matter. Even when he was at Albany Manor, he could tell you, "Let's go downtown." And I'm like, "Oh." And he's like, "I'm in Dr. J's Men," and he'll give me money. And I'm just like, you know, because, I don't know. That's just me. I've been there, done that. I don't know. I might sound like I'm 100 years old. Yeah, I just like good, clean, just friends and family.
Yes.
Yes, in me, I say.
Like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I like that. Girl.
Might call me boring.
Girl, Penny Morgan, your strength and willingness to share your story are truly inspiring. I just want to say thank you for being with us today and for sharing a light on such an important issue. So I'm going to turn it over
Special
to
guest.
our special guest. Drum roll. It is. Say your name and come on.
Big D.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing?
Okay. So
Nobody can see me.
I got a question for the husband.
Okay.
So, how do you feel about your wife sharing her story for domestic abuse with the public?
It's a very good thing because, a lot of people don't talk about it. A lot of people hide it up. A lot of people are embarrassed about it. And for her to share her story, to get people to come out and talk about it and let them know that there is someone or that been through what you've been through and know that there is help out there, that is good, because you're not alone in the fight.
Right.
You're not alone, and you're not alone in the fight. You just, you got someone to talk to. There's a shoulder to lean on, and that's very important. It's important to get it out.
That's true.
It's important to share it. And know you're not alone. To me, that is the most beautiful thing. And you got someone to help you. There are people out there that help you. There's places to help you. You're not alone in your fight. So when she put that book out there for people to know that there is help, that's a beautiful thing. It's not about the money. You know what I'm saying? Money comes and money goes. It's not about the money. It's about the knowing and the know-how and to get people to awareness about it, that there is help. So that's it. That's how I feel about it.
That's amazing. I'm glad you supported her.
Yeah.
So did you have any reservations or concerns about her writing a book about her experiences?
No. I felt good about it. It helped her. Because, like I said, it is good for her to express herself, and it helped her. It helped her too, in a way. It helped her get all her emotions and feelings out and stuff like that. So, it was a good thing. So I helped, and to me too, I got to learn a lot about it too. I learned a lot about it, and it opened my mind to a lot of things. And me too. I learned to talk to some guys too that don't talk about it, because they got guys that go through the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
And they don't know who to talk to. They feel embarrassed because they're men, and men's not supposed to say anything. But there got some guys that I talk to that when they read my wife's book, they was like, "Yo, I gotta talk to you for a minute," and get it out. We talk. And there is help for men too. Men do go through it too.
Yeah, that's true. And they say like real men don't cry.
Yeah, it's a real, but nah.
Real men
do cry. Yeah, and they need help. So
right.
That's about it.
Okay. So how has your wife's decision to share her story affected you personally?
Me personally, boy, it was hard listening to what she'd been through, and it made me kind of understand her more. It made me open it to her. It made me open it to her until I would say understand her more in certain ways and certain things that I do. You know what I'm saying? I understand if I say certain things, it would trigger her, it would trigger her or shut her down because of her past. And so I know sometimes we gotta let our past go. But sometimes we gotta know, if we don't know where we came from, we know where we're going. That's true. So that's what helped me to understand her more. Right. So that's it. That's what helped. That's all.
Wow.
Yeah.
So next question is: have you noticed any changes in your relationship since your wife started sharing her story more about openly?
Yeah. Before I was, how to put it, I was didn't understand. I didn't understand it. But now that she opened up and she talked to me and stuff like that, a lot of stuff now that I learned. So now I understand her more, and I understand her concept, and I understand how to deal and to treat her. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. And when she goes into that, sometimes she goes into that depression mode. I understand and I know where she's coming from. I know how to work around it now. Before I didn't know and understand, but now I understand it more since she opened it up to me. So the relationship got a lot better to me. It got a lot better because understanding, is key to it.
That's right. Because that's what it takes is to have somebody there, with her, especially if
yes.
Husband. That's amazing. What kind of support have you noticed? What kind of support have you provided to your wife throughout the process of writing her book and speaking about her experiences?
Mostly listening to her. Very important. Listening, understanding. All right. Listening and understanding is very important. So that's what I gotta say. It's mostly listening, understanding, and just being supportive all together. That's what I gotta say. But mostly listen. You gotta listen and understand. Somebody gotta walk in that person's shoes too to understand where they're coming from. Somebody gotta jump out yourself, jump out your shoes, and jump in somebody's shoes to see where they're coming from. It's not all about me, Right. So that's what I did. So it's good. Cool.
Yeah. Y'all hear that loud and clear, right? Listening is very important. I know, because you're hearing from a man's perspective. You're hearing from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listening.
Oh, light? Only give light. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on, guys. You have to go into the Facebook itself. Oh. Right here. Wait, hold on, guys.
Hold on 1 minute, guys.
Hold on 1 minute, guys.
A little technical issues going on.
You have the Facebook app? It's going to fix the camera. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. So the next one is, have you had any discussions with your wife about the potential impact of sharing such personal details with others?
Yeah, and like I said all the time, it is good to get it out. That's most thing. Yeah. Good to get it out to help others. Yeah. It's not. We wrote this book together. We wrote this book mostly to. It's not about money. Once again, people think about money. Mm-hmm. No, it is about, like I said all the time, the help, the know-how, the agencies, the people you could talk to. You don't have to be scared. And for men too, you don't have to go through this by yourself. You got places you could go, people you could talk to, and they've got programs, and it's listed in her book too, places you can go and talk, because it is so much hush and so under the rug so much that people don't know that there is help out there. So back again, it's all about the help, and it's all about sharing the story so others can get help. Because they got people say they got some people that kill themselves because they feel so alone that they don't have nothing to do or no one to talk to. So if this book help 2 or 3 people to save their life or to they don't know that they got help, I feel good about that. I feel good because it helps someone. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. So people get out there, support the book. Support the book, get the understanding, get the knowledge, get the know-how, get the help if anyone needs help. If you need a friend or a family member who wants that help or you feel they're going through something, get them the book, get them the help, get them these programs, talk, listen, and help.
Okay, so there's a few questions I want you to answer. The next one is, how do you handle any negative reactions or criticism directed towards your wife as a result of her openness?
Listen.
Ow. I hit my phone. That was...
Listen.
Because it was good.
Well, listen. Me, I don't focus on negative. I focus on the positive. I pay no attention to negative, because if you do good, people are going to talk. If you do bad, people are going to talk. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's always perfect. We all make mistakes. And I believe in God. And if anybody can talk about God, who created heaven and earth, who am I they can't talk about, or whose hurt you can't talk about? So I don't pay negative in my mind. I feed off of positivity. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to the negative, because everything you do in life, someone's going to talk something about you or say something about you. You know? So I know it's going to be haters, and I welcome it. But you know what? The haters give me more strength and more, more understanding and more love, because I love the haters too, because they drive me too. So I don't pay attention to it. I don't. Positive is my thing always. Let's go positive.
And before I go into the next question, the thing that I wanna the message that you guys are hearing is this. I wanna add something real quick, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
So I would say there's a thing that I've learned when I was growing up. It says like your haters. The more your haters are there to if you get hate, you are like keep going.
Keep going. That's right. They push you.
It's like stay on the narrow road. The haters trying to take you. Keep going. Keep down.
Yeah.
Don't go up the narrow road. Keep going
straight. Keep going.
Keep going straight.
No matter who talks, because no matter what you do. Right. People are going to talk. If you do good, they're going to talk. If you do bad, they're going to talk.
Exactly.
And I don't pay the haters or the people that no sayers no mind, because they give me more strength to do what I got to do, and they give me more. I just don't pay them no attention.
Right.
You know, I just don't pay attention, man.
Right.
I move forward. I have no time for the negative stuff. Life is too short.
That's true. Life is too short.
All right, life is too short. I'm in the world. I lost my mother, my father, my grandmother, and my uncle, back to back.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel?
I feel like this: God don't give you more than you can bear. You know what I'm saying? And I learned to move on and push on and live life. Life is too short.
Right.
That's all I feel about it. Life is too short. And I put it like this: I have more guardian angels now looking down on me now, and have to guide me and my family. That's how I look at it right now. So God knew He was doing.
That's true. That's true. And do you feel that your wife's decision to share her story has had a positive impact overall?
Yes, I have. We don't have to ask. Yes, definitely. Definitely, because I got some phone calls and I talked to some people that said, man, your wife Buck really encouraged me, really got me out my shell, really got me to, talk to people, At one time I felt like, one guy told me, man, I felt like wrapping my car around a pole, and I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. And I read your wife book, man, it changed my whole world, changed my whole outlook. And I didn't know, he said, man, I didn't know that there was so much help out there. I didn't know that there was numbers I could call. I didn't know that they were out there for guys like me. I said, yeah, So, trust me, it's a good thing.
Wow. I have a second to last question. Has your wife's openness about her past affected your own perspective on domestic abuse?
Yes. Yes. Man, I didn't know that. See, I came in a different world. So when she came out, she talked to me about it. I was like, huh? It was like, it was opening for me, and it brought tears to my eyes, and for something she's been through. You know what I'm saying? People see my wife, your wife is so beautiful, man. Oh, your wife, but there's more to her than a pretty face. You understand? There's more to her than just, oh, she look beautiful, she's sexy, whatever. It is a lot of courage. There's a lot of honesty. There's It's a lot of truth. It is a lot of, even a lot of spice too. Because she's from Jamaica, so you know. When the people say, your wife from Jamaica? Oh God, I feel for you, boy. I'm like, yeah, but you know. But it is, like I said, it is, like I said all the time, understanding and listening. Right. That is a key thing. And I know it's not about you. You understand? And when she told me that stuff, I couldn't believe what she told me. And you know what? It opened my mind and my heart to different things. And I learned a lot. So when you learn a lot, it is like, now I know how to deal with her. I know when she goes into that shell sometimes, I know why. So I leave it alone. It's an understanding. You know what I'm saying? So that's about it. I learned a lot. Yeah, and also too, I call her my daughter. It's my daughter, but you know, you know what I'm saying. We are going through a fundraiser for her. I know it's kind of off topic, but if anyone, everyone knows cancer is a big thing nowadays, and it is. I don't know where this thing comes from, but it is a pain in the butt, if I can say that. And we are trying to raise money and awareness for cancer. And my daughter, I call her my daughter because I raised her, you know. But we are trying to raise money for her and the grandkids and stuff. And if anyone found it in their heart to donate or share, I will appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. We have money sign DOC 481, and that is my Cash App. If anyone wants to donate, if anyone see in their heart to say, you know, hey, it goes a long way. Even $1, 25 cents. Don't think it doesn't. It doesn't count. It adds up. Because if you have 75 cents, that quarter make $1. So you know, so whatever it is, and I appreciate and thank you for everything that everyone can send. Yeah. Okay.
And I have a question. And what would be, first of all, where is she? Because I have a lot of questions. I have people logging on asking, where is she? And before I forget, because it's going like this. So where is she? And what would the money be used for? Okay. And they're also asking what kind of cancer, if allowed.
Okay. Okay, she's in Brooklyn, New York. We are in Florida. And the money will help her with her medical bills because we have Medicaid, yes, but it doesn't cover all the medication that she has, and it's spread to her arm, you know, her lymph nodes, and that's where the money be going towards. Right, medication is expensive. All right, plus you have four kids. You know what I'm saying, that she have to look out for too. You know what I'm saying? So the money be going towards her and the kids and the medication. If anyone knows, medication is not easy. And she also does
she does the therapy.
Yeah, therapy.
Because the cancer spread to her arm, so she doesn't really have use of her arm. Right. So they have to inject her in her stomach. So it's a lot. And then the weather in New York just broke recently, so the cold does not help at all. And then her treatment is an hour and a half away from her house. So she goes to Mount Sinai Hospital, and then now they have her transferred to Bronx because of the type of cancer, and she's only 32 years old. Wow.
Yeah, so please don't think the money is going to sneakers and to all that stuff, or to, you know. Now the money will be going towards her medication. is very expensive, and that's the
and also to help with the children.
For the kids
so the Pampers, the wipes, the formula. So she has children. My grandchildren are from ages 2 to 11.
Yeah.
So all of the children are under 18. So she needs a break. I'm trying also to get her a ticket to come down here in Florida to give her a little break for her birthday. Well, my birthday is April the 1st. Dee's birthday just passed February 27th, and then her birthday is April 21st. So we're just trying to figure out a way so we can do like everybody's birthday to just give her that little break. As everybody knows, I'm on disability, so I don't have it. So we're very humble people, and for us to come on here to do a live, we must really know that, like he said, cancer runs in our family, diabetes runs in our family. I'm a 3-time cancer survivor. And then for my daughter now to have cancer, it's like, come on. Like, I think I've endured a lot during my lifetime and still going through it with a smile.
Wow.
No,
Sorry.
it's okay.
To piggyback.
Right.
I got your back, you see?
Yeah, I got one last question.
You killing us today.
One last question.
I like it. Go ahead.
This is an interview.
Go ahead.
Y'all stop me from my fish. I'm a rice.
All right. So, what advice would you give to other spouses or partners, or even partners or whatever relationships? It could be like romantic relationships, who may be supporting their loved ones through a similar journey of sharing their experiences with domestic abuse.
Wow. Support. Listen. Understand. And know it's not about you. It is about you and your partner. Sometimes you have to jump over. Like I said, you got to jump over your shoes and jump in their shoes and see where they're coming from and understand their past. You have to understand their past. It's very important. All right? Like I always say, you don't know where you're going unless you know where you come from.
Right.
All right? So I would say, listen, understand, and most of all, pray. Put God into your relationship. If you don't have God in your relationship, you don't have nothing. That's how I feel about it. All right? And talk. Just talk. Don't argue, yell, and scream. Just sit down and talk things and talk and listen. Number one thing, listen. That's how I put it like that. Listen. That's it.
Would that stop a man from cheating? I just got to put it out there. You know I'm real. Because I want to know. The people on the live, they want to know. See that?
What they ask?
Cynthia said, would that stop a man from cheating? Call a star. Call a wild one of my girl. Call a wild.
Well, listen.
Everything good.
I can't talk for every man, but
we want to know.
I can't talk for every man because
you can't talk for every man. You can talk for a man.
Yeah, but for what it is.
Oh wow, my life is going crazy.
Because they have some men that have the man body, but still have the little boy mentality. Saying just to have that little like 17, still to their 17, 18 mentality. So, but I could ask that question. If you're a real man and you, for that person, you have God in your heart and your soul, and you understand your spouse, and you truly love your spouse, and you want it to work, and you just talk and listen. That's it, and express your feelings. And I believe, you married and stuff like that. You don't have to cheat. You're good. You're good to go, man. You're good to go.
But what makes a man cheat? She said you're going around and answering the question.
What makes a man cheat? Well, sometimes, listen.
This is interesting, yes, sir.
For what I heard is some stress. Stress make some people cheat. Sometimes some men can't take the yelling, the argument, the fussing. Some men can't take. They don't feel love. They don't feel love at home, so they go out there for that love, or they go out there for that. The bam bam, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you work all week, you want to come home to a quiet house, stuff like that. You know, it's like that's what some guys do. You know, they go out there to have fun, you know, and to relax. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I can say. That's all I can say. But y'all put me on the spot. Well, with that note, y'all have everyone. Thank you for listening to me, and have a good and prosperous week ahead. And remember to pray. Prayer is very important. Okay, and keep God in your hearts, and keep family close. Life is too short. Okay. And if you got your mother, your parents around, stick to your parents' side, no matter what. Because trust me, I'm in the world without my mother, my father, my grandmother, my grandfather. I wish I could talk to them. So life is too short, people. Enjoy your family. Have a good night.
Yes, and there's something I want to jump in real quick. I want to jump in. Now, as a life coach and a therapist, based on what he says is actually accurate, and the main thing, he touched on everything that is very important for everything about a man's perspective. Now, as I said, since I'm a life coach and a therapist, there's a main thing that the reason why like a man cheat is the reason why they the main thing is they're not satisfied in that relationship. That's the main thing. They're not being satisfied in relationship. That's the main thing, and because that's the reason why they cheat. It's not like they don't just wake up one morning and say, "Oh, I'm going to cheat." No. It's like if whatever needs they're not being met, that they're gonna find it somewhere else. That's why you got to make sure you communicate with your wife, your spouse. You got to communicate with them. And he's right. You got to communicate. You got to communicate. Communication is very important. It's very important. That's the main important thing.
Yeah, communication is the key. Listening, and understanding. And like I said, sometimes you have to jump out your shoes and jump in the other person's shoes to see where they're coming from. It's not all about you. It's about us thing. That's important.
Right.
Yeah? Sometimes you gotta say wow. Take a step back and just jump in that person's shoes for a minute. You know, that's all I gotta say on that. Yeah. Now, can I go home and cook?
So thank you so much. Thank you to all our listeners on all platforms. I said thank you so much for joining in. It has been an honor to be able for you guys to join in. And it's to all our listeners. I want you, as you hear from Penny Morgan and her husband. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, and go get her book, 1974, A Survivor Story. It's not just any book. It's a call to action. You know, you gotta carry. Let's go forward as her message speak for hope and resilience. So together we can contribute to avoid free from domestic abuse. So don't forget to share this episode, share this on all social media platforms, all of it. And join us next time on the Powerful Movements podcast, where we go for more stories and move and motivate. So I want you, and as you hear those stories that you've heard from her and her husband, wow, words can't express. Whoa, I'm like, wow. I'm glad y'all hear from a man's perspective. I'm glad you hear from a man's perspective. So until then, take care and make sure to make a difference. Our people that go ahead, y'all seen right now, go and support and go to the GoFundMe thing, support their daughter and support her children. Y'all, everything is going to be in the description. If you're watching on YouTube, this is on all social media platforms. So, yeah. So that I'm your host, D. Fresh King. And I just, thanks to my guest, Penny Morgan and her husband. Thank you.
All right.
Signing out.
Yeah, that's right.
Y'all be good. Whoa.